If you want to know whether it's round or flat, then you've come to the right place. Hey everyone, this is Kevo and welcome to another video for Right Side Up, the truth review channel for you. The other day I headed off to the sunny Gold Coast with my P900 in hand to make some observations to see for myself if the ocean was curved or flat. Now, if you've been sitting on the fence with this whole flat versus globe debate, then this is the video that will help you decide. I've seen a lot of long-range zoom footage to do with this topic, but there is always a lot of distortion in the image. At the risk of sounding like I am blowing my own trumpet, because believe me, I'm still in the learning by experimenting stage with this camera, but somehow I managed to get the right settings and conditions to produce results of the best clarity that I have seen to date. What you're about to see is absolutely irrefutable, and by the end of this video, you will know the truth. The real truth. The day was Saturday the 29th of July. The footage was captured between the hours of 2 PM to 5 PM approximately, and the location was on the southern wall of the Gold Coast Seaway, looking south towards the Point Danger Light, also known as the Captain Cook Memorial Light, which stands on top of a hill marking the border between Queensland and New South Wales. This is the furthest location in my observations, so I will come back to this later. The conditions for the day were clear skies. The temperature was around 20 degrees Celsius during the time of filming and the humidity was 54%. You can see by the footage that the swell was small and the seas were generally calm. The Gold Coast Strip consists of pristine beaches with a few headlands and rocky outcrops along the way. Burleigh Heads is one such headland, which is 17.2 kilometres as the crow flies from where I am located. Google Earth says that my elevation is 5 metres, so plus 1.5 for my camera height to equal 6.5 metres. In the target zone, we have this boardwalk area at 5 metres elevation, and this building, which is 7 metres elevation along this top edge, and this section of roof is at 6 metres elevation. So plain and simple, if the water is flat, then we should see this area in its entirety all the way down to the sand. Let's check the math for what we would see if it was curved. At a height of 6.5 metres, the distance to the horizon is 9.1 kilometres, which means that over a distance of 9.1 kilometres, there is a 6.5 metre drop due to curvature. The remaining distance from the horizon to the target area is 8.1 kilometres, and at that distance, the drop due to curve would be 5.2 metres. That means that we should see about half of the bottom floor of this building, and we should not see the boardwalk or any of the beach at all. I also ventured back to the coast for a follow-up visit to get some comparison shots for each location. The comparison shots for Burleigh Heads were taken from the lookout at North Burleigh Rocks, just over 2 kilometres away at an elevation of about 23 metres. The angle is different, so the buildings and other objects in the background won't match, but you can clearly see down to the shoreline. So if we take a look, as I zoom into Burleigh Heads, 17.2 kilometres away, we find that only a couple of metres of this building is visible, which means that there is a drop of about 5 metres. The boardwalk is below the horizon, and as I continue to pan left, so too are the rocks that make up this headland. I will point out that at this distance there is very little distortion along the horizon line, and the mirage effect is minimal, which is evident by looking at this building. These are the residential floors, and this is the lower level, which appears to be about double the height of one of the other floors, so I think that it is safe to say that there is no more than this much mirage effect. As we head on down the coast, we reach another outcrop called Currumbin. Starting with Currumbin Creek and the northern point of Currumbin Beach, we look to the southern end towards the Currumbin Surf Lifesaving Club. This club is positioned in front of a landmark known as Elephant Rock, which stands at 16 metres in height. The tiered roof of the club is at 12 metres and 10 metre elevations. Time for some more mathematics. Once again, as far as the flat earth is concerned, we should see Elephant Rock and the surf club in its entirety. For the globe model, however, based on a distance of 22.6 kilometers to Elephant Rock and the same viewing height of 6.5 meters, we get the same distance to horizon of 9.1 kilometers, with the remaining distance to the target being 13.5 kilometers, resulting in a drop of 14.3 meters due to curvature. This would mean that if it is a globe, we would not see the surf club at all, and we would see less than 2 meters of Elephant Rock. In order to gauge a result in this instance, we need to look past the target to the houses on the hill in the background, approximately a further 600 meters away. These are the figures for this point. I've confirmed that these two buildings in my footage are these two buildings in Google Earth Pro. The top of the roofline of this building is at an elevation of 47 meters. The amount of distortion and mirage effect is still at a minimum, and that would put Elephant Rock below the horizon by about this much. Further south yet again is the target that I mentioned at the start of this video, looking towards the Queensland-New South Wales border, almost 28 kilometres away. The Captain Cook Memorial Light is positioned smack bang on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, and the 4 pillars of the monument face in the compass directions north, south, east and west. The monument is 20 metres tall and its base is at an elevation of 31 metres. Once again, regardless the distance, the flat earth model should show the entire headland all the way to the water. The figures for a globe based on 27.9 kilometres makes the target to be 27.7 metres below the horizon due to the curve. That would mean that the headland would be pretty much completely below the horizon and all of the monument would be visible. Checking the footage, and we can see that the land is approximately here. Okay, I then moved on to the beach just on the south side of this jetty. My camera elevation is 1.5 metres, so let's see some comparisons. The first location, Burleigh Heads, now looks like this. Next is Currumbin. We find the same two buildings, and compared to the previous elevation, this is what we see. Now for Coolangatta Headland. At a distance of 27.6 kilometres, viewed from a height of 1.5 metres, the horizon is at a distance of 4.4 kilometres, making the target a further 23.2 kilometres away and 42.2 metres below the horizon. This would leave approximately 7 metres of the monument visible. I ended my day by travelling to the target location to get some footage looking north towards my original location, the Seaway Rockwall, which, incidentally, from my observation point would be almost 6 metres below the horizon due to the curve, making it just out of sight. Anyway, I think this footage speaks for itself. I will leave you with a few images as the sun sets, and I sincerely hope that this video has helped you in your search for the real truth. You can be part of the solution by simply giving this video the thumbs up and sharing it everywhere. Have your say in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Subscribe for more truths, and remember to click on the bell to set notifications, and definitely check out my other videos to get up to speed. If you have other related material that you would like to share, you can send it to rightsideupcontributions@gmail.com. I thank you for watching, and I invite you to come and investigate with me, and together let's get everyone right side up.